Hey, it's LJ, and welcome to another episode of LJ Reacts. So, for those of you who don't know, this is my little YouTube channel where I kind of go back over some of the pop culture stuff that I've missed over the past 15 to 20 years. Mostly covering music tracks, but occasionally I'll throw a couple of other curveballs in there, even just sort of change it up a little. So yeah, you can if there's anything you want me to try out, you can chuck it in the comments below. Um, I am open to suggestions. And you can also wire down there, like, share, subscribe. Come on. If you've been doing YouTube a while, you know how all this stuff works. So, yeah. Only thing left to say before I move on is like me on the socials. If you want to check out my other projects, including my live dates, they're on the link tree there. And of course, if you're feeling really generous, you can chuck us a tip. Other than that, let's move on to see what we're talking about today. So this one is a request. I said I would start working through them, and so here is one of them. Technically, this is not the song that was requested, but I will go into that momentarily. So I am of a certain age where I was coming of age when the new metal thing was really kicking into gear in the early aughts. I'm as I say it, I'm a child of the 90s and teenager of the aughts. So yeah, you know, when you're going through that rebellious phase, things like Linkin Park and you know, pop punk of like Sum 41 was something that really sort of, you know, resonated. So that's the right age for all that stuff. Um, so yeah, when it came to Linkin Park, who, believe it or not, is who I am going to be doing today. Yeah, I've sort of had a love-hate relationship with them. Hybrid Theory, yeah, there was because I was really drawn in by In the End. In the End is the song that got me into this, which again is relevant as I'll get to in a moment. And Hybrid Theory is the album that really resonated with me, even when I sort of kind of went away from the more new metal end of things. I still would occasionally listen to Hybrid Theory. Meteora didn't resonate with me as much, but there were still a few tracks on there that I sort of listened to, and I was like, yeah, that one's still pretty good. That one's still pretty good. Even if I didn't really appeal, if the rest of the album didn't appeal. Basically, every album after that, less and less appeal. So, I did see Linkin Park once. I believe it was probably about 2007. So, just before they basically washed their hand of all the new metal era. Although they had just released an album that couldn't really be described as new metal. I can't remember which one it was offhand. But there's probably a big yellow sort of text box over my face with a picture of the album because as John Stewart once said, there's no greater way of there's no greater place to be wrong than television. But YouTube's got to be a close sort of second or third. But yes, so yes, I am going to be going on Linkin Park. So Linkin Park. So the suggestion was for Linkin Park in the end, which I said it's the track that got me in to Linkin Park. However, obviously, I tend to do stuff that I've not heard before. So I was gonna just kind of dismiss it as I can't really. I honestly, as an as an artiste, that wouldn't appeal to me. But I sort of looked into it, and there are actually alternate versions out there. So I've tracked this one down. This one, I don't have the album. I don't have the information up which album this was released on. Interesting, this was released on my 25th birthday, just randomly out there. Which was 3 American presidents and 5 UK prime ministers ago, which may sound like a while, but worryingly, the year of my 30th birthday, also I could say that same statement. So yeah, this is going to be In the End, the demo version that, although it was obviously written in the 90s before Hybrid Theory came out, this was released um, over a decade ago. I don't know how time flies. So yeah, apparently the lyrics are slightly different. It's done slightly differently. So it's going to be an experience. I'm going to experience this version of the song for the first time. And like I said, it's probably still my favorite Linkin Park song. I've not really listened to them in a while, although it when we lost Chester, that was the song I did hear everywhere because it's the song you most associate with them. So to try and to see how it's to see what it sort of evolved from is going to be an interesting experience. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. So yeah, without further ado, let's chuck this on, see what we got, shall we? All right, here we go.
It starts with one, multiplies till you can taste the sun, and burned by the sky you try to take it from. But if it falls, there's no place to run, crumbling down. It's so
Okay, that is something totally different. I was not expecting that in the slightest. Um, I, you know, as much as I was into Linkin Park and I never don't really know a lot about where their roots come from. Which is weird because I know Papa Roach started out with a trombone player, but Linkin Park, the band I listened to the most, probably when I was 13. Yeah, so to hear a song I know so intimately sound so different right at the start, it's yeah.
real. They're dealing you in to determine your end, and sending you back again to places you've been, and bending your will till it breaks you within. And still they fill their eyes with the twilight through the skylight and the highlights on a frame of steel. See the brightness of your likeness as I write this on a pad with the way I feel. Hear the screaming in my dreaming as it's seeming that you played your part. Like you're heartless, take apart this in the darkness, but I know that I've tried so hard.
Did they keep any of the same verses? And this feels like something that would be on that Collision Course album they did with Jay-Z. This just I don't know. It's weird. Let's keep going.
Fought for me, calling me to be part of their property. And now I see that I get no chance, I get no break. Fakes and snakes quickly lead to mistakes, and as the tightrope within slowly starts to thin, I can only hope that they close their eyes to the twilight through the skylight and the highlights on a frame of steel. See the brightness of your likeness as I write this on a pad to the way I feel. Hear the screaming in my dreaming as it's seeming that you played your part. Like you're heartless, take apart this in the darkness, but I know that I've tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. Pushed as far as I can go.
Wow, yeah, it's I as someone who does listen to a lot of like like bonus tracks which have like demo tracks on and get I don't know if I can pick up bootlegs occasionally. I'll pick them up just to sort of hear just like the alternate versions. Weirdly, sometimes like the Nirvana Silver box set, which was released probably about 10-15 years ago. Possibly longer than that. I think it was a 10th. Never mind. Right. So the Nirvana with the lights out box and the silver box set. Some of the demos on that, it's purely the song is the same song. It's just the quality with which it's recorded and the quality of the equipment they're using. So it doesn't actually sound that good, but it's still, you can hear the same song, with the same sort of mastering levels and everything. Here the backing vocals are at completely different levels of what you hear in the regular song, as well as the completely different lyrics. It is, while the backing track is the same and while the chorus is the same, the vocals seem so different because they're at such a different level. It's the bits that sound familiar almost sound alien.
There's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust
Right there, that's massive on the main track, and it just sounds so far away. Because I guess in the end, it doesn't really matter.
pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know. I've tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all, but in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Wow, they've even tweaked the end piano bit there slightly differently. Right, okay, that's the song. Let's do some quick final thoughts, shall we? So, what did I think of that? Wow, it's so, like I said, it's probably my favorite Linkin Park song. It's the song that got me into Linkin Park. As you know, the idea of metal was always kind of like, oh, those guys just scream, and then and then I heard that, and I was like, oh, it's not screaming. And I listened to some of the other songs, and it's like the way it sort of works out. I've discussed in the past how I don't care for songs that are all screaming, but if they can sort of find like a happy medium, I can happily work with that. Great example is a band called Ruben. Don't get the recognition they deserve, but up there if you need them. But yeah, so yeah, this is, what was that? So this is the band. This is the song that got me into the band. So by proxy, I am predisposed to like this song as it's presented on Hybrid Theory. To hear it like this, I've stated in the past I'm not really a rap or a hip hop guy. I did an electronic review a while ago and just didn't know what to do. It just is not. It's so far from anything that I deal with. I just didn't know how to take it. Nothing against you if you like that sort of music, just doesn't do anything for me. So yeah, I'm not a rap guy in this, although there are rappers I do like, but majority not really my thing. And yeah, this very much went quite hard to the rap side of new metal. Um, but in the same vein, it still sounded like that song which I know and love. So it's a hard one to gauge. Also, it's harder to sing along with when you don't know the freaking words because they've changed every single one of them. I can see why they did because the version that I know, I definitely prefer to this version. That's not a knock as much on this version as it is just a sign of how much better it got. Do I want to hear more like this? This isn't my thing, but it's a fine demo. I can certainly hear what the producers heard. I can certainly hear why they turned around and said, "Oh yeah, we want to change this, this, and this." Is it bad on its own? No, it's pretty good. Even though I don't particularly care for rap as a genre, this is not too bad. It's I'm trying to sort of with these songs, I feel I sometimes shortchange them on the final thoughts. When I go back in editing, because during the editing you listen to it 2 or 3 more times to try and get everything synced up properly. It's very much the case, and you often find yourself. I've said it on past videos. I feel I shortchange a lot of songs. I only listen to them once, but that is seemingly the format I've fallen into. So yeah, it's as a song. How do I rate it? I honestly can't rate it too high. It's just the appeal is just not there for me. That's not a knock on the song. That's just my personal taste. I think, if I'm honest, this is down in 6 territory just because personal bias, because the other song is so much better. The roots are all there, but all the changes they made were for the better. Lyrically, I'd have to listen to it a couple more times to really decide what I thought about it that way. But because I don't know, the lyrics, the way they're presented here, weren't sinking in as well as like the first couple of times I listened to the version I'm familiar with. So yeah, but yeah, that's my thoughts. Sticking it at a 6 out of 10. If you're wondering, the original, I would probably have that close to an 8. But again, that's not a fair comparison because I've heard the regular version so many times. It's not a true reaction. But yeah, they certainly upped it, but with the producer there. So yeah, that is all I got to say about the demo version of Linkin Park's In the End. So I guess that just means I just got to start wrapping this up. So if you like this video, I have other videos like this on the channel, many other videos. You can check them out. And if you feel so inclined, please like, share, subscribe, get the word out there, because if you like it, someone else might like it and they can join and we can grow this whole community and it'll be beautiful. It'll be a lovely little family. And the more that goes into it from people like yourself, the more I'm prepared to put out, because I know that people are appreciating it. It's the same for all us content creators. We can only create if people are there to consume. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe. And of course, if there's anything else you want me to do an analysis of, you think that I may not have heard before, chuck it in the comments below. Like I said, I am slowly working through this list, and so yeah, this one jumped to the top purely because of how I tweaked it. Because, like I said, I did enjoy the original. You can, of course, if you are so inclined, you can find me on all the socials. My details are at the top there. What else? If you want to see me endeavor with any other projects, they are all listed on my link tree here. You've got various podcast appearances. You've got live dates. You want to see me do stand-up comedy. Although I need to pencil some more in at the minute. That's kind of lacking at the minute. You have also got just all other ways of getting in contact with me. And of course, one other thing that's on there is, if you're feeling particularly generous, tip jar. You can go onto my Ko-fi and you can, give me the price of a coffee, or you can give me the price of a car. There is no limit, but it's usually set about $3, which at the minute with current exchange rate works out to about £3. We're doing great on economics at the minute. So I mean, at the minute it's not helping me keep the lights on, but it is. It's just nice to know I'm appreciated. So so that is all I have got to say for now. If you enjoy, like I said, if you enjoy me, you know the details. So till next time, I've been LJ. It's been emotional. See ya. Hey, it's LJ, and welcome to another episode of LJ Reacts. Let's get the lights on. You can see me. Hey, it's LJ, and welcome to another episode of LJ Reacts. Why did I sing that? Let's try it again.